Good morning, boys and girls. I'm Teacher Ricky, and I want to welcome everyone back for another week of elementary worship. Some of you guys just finished spring break, so welcome back from that. And hopefully you guys got to go somewhere and do something fun, or just relax at home, not having to worry about school or homework or going to school. Today we are going to learn about what it means to be blessed, and we're going to go into the Bible and look into the story in the book of Matthew, which covers the BEATITUDES. So, have you ever seen decorations at some people's houses that say the word blessed? Or have you noticed how some people use the hashtag blessed with pictures on social media all the time? Why do you think people do that? Some people may really be trying to show that they are really thankful. Some people might be trying to brag. Some people do it just because they saw other people do it. I bet a lot of people that do these things have never really thought about what it means to be blessed. So what does it mean to be blessed? Let's look into the book of Matthew and see what Jesus has to say.
God's story, the Sermon on the Mount. So part of God's story is about a sermon Jesus gave on the side of a mountain and what he did afterwards. And it goes like this. One day, when Jesus saw crowds gathering to hear him teach or see him do miracles, he went to the side of a mountain. It was near the Sea of Galilee, across from a place called Capernaum. From there, he gave a message all about God's kingdom and his love. We call this message the Sermon on the Mount. Jesus started by explaining who would get blessings or favor from God. He said the most blessed people are those who are poor, sad, or humble. He said God shows favor to people who are just or treat others fairly, and people who are merciful or show love to those who don't deserve it. He said the people who are pure, who bring peace, or who get hurt for doing right will be rewarded for their actions in heaven. In other words, the people who love others, even when it makes them seem weak or unimportant on earth, are like heroes in God's kingdom. Anyway, Jesus went on to explain that when we believe in and follow him, it's our job to show everyone else who he is by loving them. That means going out of our way not only to comfort and help our friends, but also forgive people who hurt us, love our enemies, and give to people in need. The thing is, Jesus didn't just talk about love, he showed it all the time. In fact, right after giving this sermon, Jesus spent the rest of the day helping everyone he met. First, as Jesus came down from the mountain, a man with a skin disease called leprosy knelt before him. "Lord," the man said, "if you are willing, you can heal me and make me clean." Usually, no one wanted to be around people with leprosy. But Jesus touched him and said, "I am willing. Be healed." Instantly, the leprosy disappeared. Then, when Jesus arrived in Capernaum a bit later, a soldier said to him, "Lord, my servant is in terrible pain." Right away, Jesus said, "I will come and heal him." The officer said, "Just say the word from where you are, and my servant will be healed." Jesus told him, "Because you believed, it has happened." The officer's servant was healed. A little later, Jesus arrived at his disciple Peter's house. Peter's mother-in-law was there too, sick in bed with a high fever. Jesus touched her hand, and the fever left. Later that evening, many other people who were demon-possessed or sick came to see Jesus. He brought relief to all of them. At the end of the day, Jesus got into a boat with his disciples. Suddenly, a fierce storm came out of nowhere. Waves began crashing into the boat. The disciples realized that even though they were in the middle of a giant storm, Jesus was fast asleep. They shouted, "Lord, save us! We're going to drown!" Jesus said, "You of little faith, why are you so afraid?" Then he told the wind and waves to stop. They did. That day, Jesus taught a lot of people how to love and showed them what love looks like. Whenever somebody took their sickness or pain or fear to Jesus, he helped them. Everybody who met Jesus got to experience his love. And when we love like Jesus, everyone who meets us can feel his love too. And that's the story of the Sermon on the Mount.
Our passage today starts with Jesus doing what he did best, teaching. This passage has a special name. We call them the BEATITUDES. This sermon has a special name too. We call it the Sermon on the Mount. It is called this because of where he preached from. Can you guess where? That's right, a mountain. There were huge crowds all around. I know if I were preaching, I would want to preach something that people won't want to hear and something that would keep them from coming back. But that's not what Jesus did. He started with the word blessed, and I'm sure that got some people's attention. But what does blessed mean anyway? Another way to translate it is happy. So people thought they were going to hear a sermon about what would make them happy. But the things he said were basically the opposite of how most people see the world. Blessed are the poor in spirit. That doesn't sound fun. Blessed are those who mourn. People don't like to be sad. Blessed are the meek. Our world teaches us that we need to stand out, not stand back. What does it mean to hunger and thirst for righteousness? To always want what is right. We can say that we do, but there's a little part of us that is selfish and might not want that. And it's not always easy to be merciful. No one can be pure all the time. Peacemaking doesn't come naturally to everyone. Wait, Jesus wants us to be persecuted and insulted? How can this be? Then he ends with the cherry on top. Rejoice and be glad, he says. Our reward is in heaven? I can't wait that long. So, what was Jesus trying to say with all of this? Let's flip this around for a second. Okay, so it doesn't sound fun to be poor in spirit. But think about if you were a person in the crowd who was already poor in spirit, which is just a way to say someone is at the end of the rope and realizes how much they need Jesus. If you were that person, and Jesus says you're blessed, what would make you feel better? If you are a person who is mourning the loss of a loved one, would hearing that you'll be comforted make you feel better? Jesus knew that the people listening all had struggles, and he wanted to give them hope. He wanted people to learn to find joy in any circumstance because they have hope for what awaits for them in heaven. Rejoice and be glad because our reward is in heaven. Jesus wants you to know that even when things don't seem good, you can find joy. Now, joy and happiness are two completely different things. Happiness is temporary and depends on what's happening around you. Joy is a deep sense of security that everything is going to be okay because God is on your side. So, how can you practice joy? Maybe you didn't do so well on a test. How can you have joy? In this situation, perhaps you can say that you learned from your mistakes so that you'll do better next time. Let's try another one. Maybe you missed what would have been the game-winning goal at your soccer game. How can you have joy? Take time to reflect on things that went well during the game and encourage your teammates as well. You see, this joy I'm talking about can only come from following Jesus. So, boys and girls, come join us in the coming weeks as we dive deeper into Jesus' teachings from the Sermon on the Mount. Let's bow our head and close our eyes and end with the word of God. Dear Jesus, thank you for being a God who loves us and takes care of our every need. And I pray for all the boys and girls that they can continue to learn more about you and experience the joy of knowing you and the joy of knowing that you will take care of them through the ups and downs of life. Continue to watch over us and bless us in everything that we do. And I pray that you keep us all healthy and safe for the coming week. We pray all this in your Son's precious name. Amen. Alright, boys and girls, thanks for paying attention, and I pray that all of you guys have a blessed week that is filled with joy. Bye.